Hey everyone, this is Transformation Catalyst Z Newell. I'm here with a special broadcast today for What's Your Why Wednesday. My special guest is Jack, my cat, and as you can see, I'm home. What prompts this particular session is a couple of things. Mainly, somebody wrote in on one of my posts and asked the question, what keeps you positive when things aren't going your way? And there's no short answer to that, but interestingly, here's what happened. Shortly after that, I was supposed to do this broadcast, and my guest, who we're postponing till next week, my guest will be one of Lexington's newest master brewers. I'll keep that a secret as to who that is. And he called last minute and said, I've got a scheduling conflict, can't make the broadcast. Can we do it another day? So I said, sure. Then I panicked a little bit, looking for a replacement guest, and my next person couldn't do it either. So that brought me into my own space of saying, well, hey, this isn't going right now. So what are you going to do to stay positive? Well, here's the advice that I gave to that fellow that wrote in. The first piece is to become aware. Just make a mental note. Notice, if you will, what's going on inside of you. So I started noticing, hey, Z, you're panicking. You don't have a guest for tomorrow's broadcast. You promised to do these broadcasts every Wednesday. Now, if you notice, I put an exception to that. So last Wednesday, I didn't do it, except for when I don't, because I had my grandson, Otis, here, and we were playing music and visiting, and everything was back burner to him, because he was my why. So back to the story, I found myself panicking. Now, in the act of noticing what might not be going right in that moment, a certain subtle shift happens. The minute you step away from yourself and begin to watch what's going on inside of you, I call it the watcher in my first book, Brink, Don't Go Back to Sleep. This watcher or this noticer automatically removes you just a little bit from what's actually going on inside of yourself. So I began to notice that I was panicking about not having a guest for today's broadcast. So that was the first bit. I noticed, why was I anxious about it? And then I asked myself the next question, which is part 2 of how to stay positive. And that is, look for the gift in what's happening. Now, I give credit to that to my wife, Liz, my lovely wife. And she always says, what's the gift in this that you might not be seeing now that you could be seeing later? Well, for me, I've been homesick for the past 2 days. I'm looking a little rough around the edges here. And I caught my sickness from my grandson when he was here. And to be honest with you, it's worth every bit of being sick because he brought me more joy than imaginable in the 5 days that he was here visiting. So the gift in this particular case was I noticed myself panicking about not having the guest. I looked for the gift, and the gift ended up being this, Fireside Chat. You see, I have been busy interviewing other people about what's their why, what's their passion every week for the past bunch of weeks, as I will continue to do if you tune in on Wednesdays, middle of the week, middle of the day at 12:30. And the gift was that I could stay home and share what I'm thinking with you, because my passion is to be able to bring out the magnificence in other people. And this question that my Facebook friend Mark posed to me was, how do you stay positive? So in a couple of words, that's the gift of this for today, which is notice what's happening, remove yourself from the immediate panic or the immediate sadness or the immediate fear that you may be feeling. In the act of noticing, you get a little bit more detached from that. Personally, I meditate every morning with Jack right here. We are almost at 60 days straight of meditating. There's a fantastic app called Insight Timer, I believe it is, and it's a meditation app that puts you in touch with other people meditating around the world at the same time as you. Meditation is great, but it's only helpful if you bring it into your everyday life. So the practice of meditating in itself is good. However, bring it into your life so that in the moment when you're beginning to panic, feel fear, feel stressed about something, step away, notice yourself, and then ask, what's the gift in this process? What's the gift that I could see down the road? So my gift is, whoever did the first Fireside Chats, I think it was Teddy Roosevelt. I have to look that up. And thank him for that. And I may intersperse a couple of these because what I want to share in these broadcasts on What's Your Why Wednesday is, why do you do what you do? What are you passionate about? And what's blocking you from accessing your passion in your life? Those are the big questions for me, and the simpler I can boil that down to share with other people, the better off I will be living my mission of helping other people to manifest their magnificence. So from the brick, that's what we call our home here, Mango's sitting over there, but this is Jack, and Maggie and Mango and I all wish you the best for this holiday season. And if you're finding yourself stressed about being with relatives, stressed about money, stressed about not feeling well, stressed about not accomplishing everything that you want to in this life, or whatever might be causing you to be less than your most magnificent self, then notice that. Remove yourself from it just a little bit. Watch yourself shifting and transforming just ever so subtly as you step away. And then look for the gift. And while you're doing all that, enjoy your turkey or tofu or spirits or company, friends. And even if you're home alone and you don't have a big family to enjoy Thanksgiving with, look for the gift of gratitude, because we're here. Hopefully we're somewhat healthy, and we have a choice in everything that we do. So I'm choosing to spend these couple of minutes with you and wish you all the best. Thanks a lot and enjoy your holiday. Take care.